Hi guys, Team Dose Line 671, and today we'll be showcasing an updated deck profile for the Six Samurai. It's been years, so I thought it would be a great time to update this deck, and I have a good twist for this deck as well, as we finish the monster lineup. You'll see what I mean a little bit, and yes, I did hint about a deck profile for this one from our IG page. By the way, you're free to follow us on IG, Reddit, and Twitch under Team Duelist 671. I'll I'll send a link for that as well as soon as I figure it out. Sorry guys, still new, but eventually the channel will keep evolving. I might even make a thumbnail for each of the videos. But anyways, without further ado guys, let's get started. Monster lineup, spell lineup, extra deck lineup, and side lineup. Okay, so here we go. Start things off, we have 2 copies of Legendary Six Samurai Mizuho, as in water. Ladies first, she's pretty much the shooter of the deck and one of the main combo pieces that you saw in the previous tutorial. 2 copies of the husband, Legendary Six Samurai Shinai. He pretty much special summons himself when she's on the field. She could special summon himself while he's on the field. And I might just give a brief description for each of them, just to save some time, because I want to show you guys the side as well. It is going to be very important. These are pretty much the combo starters. If he's tributed in any way, you return 1 Six Samurai from your graveyard to your hand except him. So if you get any beard while he's out, you pretty much return a Six Samurai. And then you can keep going somehow. And then 3 copies of Legendary Six Samurai Kageki. General Grievous, basically. When he's normal summon, special summon 6 Samurai from your hand. Simple as that. Rowdy Captain, basically. 3 copies of Kizan. I guess if he's General Grievous, then he's Obi-Wan Kenobi, because he could special summon himself. He could special summon himself by well, when you have a 6 Samurai out, basically. It's any time as well. It's a condition, so it could go around stuff like Herald of Ultimateness. And what also goes around Herald of Ultimateness is Grandmaster. So if you get Ultimateness locked out, you could just special summon 1 Six Samurai, special summon this guy, and then attack over the guy. Because sometimes they leave it in attack mode. Big mistake. Then, to add to our original 6 Samurai lineup, we run 1 copy of the 6 Samurai Command. We run Asceticism in here. I tried experimenting with like Legendary Six Samurai Nishi or other monsters. I even ran Second Hatsumi. I'll get to that in a little bit. But I feel that Kaman is a good Asceticism target for Shinai. Gets the red and blue out. And also he destroys one face-up Spar Trap on the field. And that's most definitely cards like you see in Ultrageist or Shaddolls. You want to destroy that Schism. You want to destroy the spoofing, destroy as many face-up spells and traps as possible. He really comes in handy. And he's a name as well, so he works either way. 1 copy of the Legendary Secret of the Six Samurai. I'm just kidding. Anyways, you could special summon this guy from your hand. It's a trigger effect, unfortunately. When or if a Secret Six Samurai is no more special summon, basically. He has another ability as well, but we won't pay attention to that. You're free to look at this card on Google if you want to see the full effect, but we mainly need him for the special summon. Then, speaking of 6 Samurai, Secret Six Samurai Kizaru. If you special summon in any way, you search for essentially a 6 Samurai, then that is attribute difference from the one in the field. So, let's say, for example, you summon Kageki, use the effect special summon him, you search for none earth, none one type, which is a lot of them basically. They're all different elements, like the Avatar, more or less. I know Avatar is Chinese, but you know what I mean. Secret Six Samurai Hatsumi. She's a free special summon from the graveyard. Any 6 Samurai by banishing 2 Six Samurais in your graveyard. It's a good asceticism target for these 2. It comes really in handy, pretty much. And rumor has it, I'm not sure how true it is, the Secret Six Samurai are actually the original 6 Samurai undercover. I'm willing to believe that because Kizaru looks similar to Kizan. Hatsumi looks similar to Mizuho, as in water. So yeah, that's a good theory. Then we have Secret Six Samurai Gemba. pretty much your level 2 tuner. I like him because you could search for him using Kizaru as long as you don't have a fire type out. And he's a level 2 tuner to go with Kaigeki if you just want to bust out Shien the hard way. You're gonna be stopped a lot, so I designed this deck to also do the grind game, as in outmaneuver your opponent if they do try to stop you. So if they break the combo, it's okay. If they break the loop, it's okay. You could just go by traditional 6 Samurai and outmaneuver the opponent with massive versatility. Then we have Secret 6 Samurai Fuma, your level 1 tuner. If he's destroyed in any way by card effect or by battle, you could special summon 1 6 Samurai from your deck. Any of them. And the best part is it just has to be destroyed. It doesn't have to be sent to the graveyard. So it just says, haha, Dark Law, or any banishing effect. To add to the tuner, add to our tuner lineup, 1 copy of Squire. Level 1 tuner, your Earth tuner for your Naturia Beast, or Shien, you name it. And then, okay, let's see. We're almost done with the monster lineup. Let's go and set these ladies and gentlemen aside. And then we'll show you the support lineup. You'll see what I mean later. With the Squire making room for, making the entrance for the Great Shogun Shien. A lot of people love and hate this card, but I personally love him. He's my signature. I believe he defines the other incarnations of Shien like Shadow and Legendary 6 Samurai Shien, as well as Battle Shogun. He's pretty much arguably the Dark Magician of 6 Samurai, and he has the same attack stats as well, so he can potentially be the star card of this deck as well. I still like him because that lock where the opponent can only play 1 spell or 1 trap each turn is actually really effective in this meta. It could potentially slow down Ultigeist. It most definitely slows down Pendulums, slows down Sky Strikers. It could be a worse enemy for many decks. Also, he's a free special summon, and you can keep special summoning him with Gateway when you get the loop going. That's what I like about him. Sorry, the roosters. I do live in an island of Guam, half a day. That's what 671 stands for. So yeah, I don't mind the backup singers. 1 copy of Red Eyes Black Dragon. I think you guys know where I'm going with this one. And then 1 copy of Dark Magician for the grind game. Okay, that's your big guys, and that'll be it for the monster lineup. Let's go straight into the spells and traps. 1 copy of the Legendary Oven. I'm just kidding. Gateway of the 6 Samurai. We all know what this does. The most broken card in the deck, and the only card in this archetype limited to 1 for obvious reasons. Will I go back to 3? Yeah, could. 3 gateways and OCG is not doing anything, so maybe TCG will be friendly a little bit. Not be afraid of 6 Samurai. Just kidding. Okay, 3 copies of Shien's Dojo. Essentially, it's like Gateway or United, or United, where you place Bushido counters on it, but like Gateway, you have no limits. You can send this one to the graveyard, special summon any Shien or 6 Samurai monster equal to the number of Bushido counters or lower. As for United, it does the same thing, but it has max 2. They nerfed it for obvious reasons, and you can send it to the graveyard to draw cards equal to the number of Bushido counters, which is pretty much 2. Still much needed, and still generates Bushido counters. So this is your castle formation, basically. Some people attacking Temple, but for me, Temple doesn't really work because I guess it doesn't really do anything by itself, where these cards does something by itself. That's just me, though. 3 copies of Shien Smoke Signal. Search for a 3 or lower 6 Samurai. You can't search for level 4 or higher, but that's fine. That's close enough. You need those combo pieces anyways. They nerfed it for obvious reasons, basically. And 1 copy of Reinforcement in the Army. This one gets any of your level 4 lowers. It's a really good staple in the deck. One time I played a tournament without this in here, but I still made 2nd place. Funny, right? Yeah, always check your deck before you enter a tournament, guys. Trust me, I know. Okay, so that's your Searcher lineup and Special Summon lineup. Our generic Special Summons, 1 Rogue Lixie Succession. Special Summon a monster from your graveyard where Link Zone points to. Very useful. Monster Reborn. Basically, you want to run as many extenders as possible, because even if you get any Beard, as long as you could get somehow 6 Samurai on the field again, then you can keep going. That's the beauty of this deck. 3 copy of Ring DDR, could combo well with Phoenix Blade, which I'll show you later. Overdone Burial, we have a lot of hunky monsters in our hands sometimes, including Great Shogun Shien or Grandmaster. So if Great Shogun Shien does happen to not be, if it's stuck in your hand and you cannot special summon it, then you could just use Overdone Burial, and then you can use Gateway to bring it back from the graveyard anyways. So either way, he has good versatility in this deck. Living Fossil for your 4 lower monsters in your graveyard that you just want to bust out. Sometimes you draw this and it's a good thing. Nibiru Ash, you just want to keep going somehow to get these shell counters going. Phoenix Blade, for obvious reasons, utility, and it's free fodder for your Dragoon, basically. Yes, I am running him in here. I'll give that spoiler. Well, it's content about spoilers, basically, because you already know with Dark Magician and Red Eyes. 1 copy of Moonmirror Shield, your Captain America. It's just here for the ISO lineup, but sometimes you draw it and then you just want to attack over a monster, so this really helps. 1 copy of Asceticism. Only 1 because we have a lot of non-6 samurai and a lot of 6 samurais that don't have the same attack, but the 1 is here just in case because you don't want to draw too many of them. Just 1 is a trump card. Speaking of trump cards, Secret Skills of the 6 Samurai. This one's actually really useful. Not too many people know about this one. Essentially, you could send any monster to the graveyard, any monster, special summon a 6 Samurai from the Banish Zone. Gee, I wonder how we're going to get 6 Samurai in Banish Zone. Anyways, that's how it works, and it's really useful. And also another anti-Nibiru attack. So you could get 1 6 Samurai on the field and then keep going. That's all you have to do to get around Nibiru in this deck. That or you can run Crossout Designator, take out some cards. If you aren't truly a fan of Great Shogun Shien, then that's fine, you could do it that way. But however you guys like, you don't have to copy this deck exactly. You could just refer to it and then make your own unique deck. Like I do, I'm just kidding. Like many of my teammates do. Anyways, and then to run off our spells, a copy of Red Eyes Fusion. Must I say more? Gotta love that Dragoon. Boost up all the rogue decks. And I'll keep saying it, this is my favorite format because I get to main board my favorite card of all time, Red Eyes Black Dragon, in many of my decks. Dark Magician is also one of my favorites. I'll do a top 10 later on just for fun, just for you guys. Anyways, to continue, we have our extra deck. Kick things off, 1 copy of Shadow of the 6 Samurai. He's here for extenders. He's also Shien monsters, so if you happen to summon him before you get Nibiru, you could just use Gateway to bring him back, and then there's your 6 Samurai out. I'm telling you guys, as long as you could get a 6 Samurai out after you get Nibiru, then you're fine. 1 copy of Abyss Dweller to lock down Graveyard, for Shaddolls, Dogmatica, you name it. 1 copy of Red Eyes Dark Dragon. Here's the beefy guy here. So if they stop you in any way, 6 Samurais are really good at getting out 2 effect monsters, really good. So if you could get 2 effect monsters out, get Anaconda out, bust out Dragoon, they pretty much didn't stop you. You could still keep going. 1 copy of Appaloosa. Yes, I finally got my copy. For obvious reasons, you could stack a bunch of 6 Samurais and link summon into her. You can make her negate a lot of stuff. I stopped a lot of guys just by bringing this one out with full board 6 Samurai. And then 1 copy of Saryuja Skuldread. Same reasons, you could stack a bunch of 6 Samurai with 4 link material, link it summon into this one, and then draw 4, fix your hand if you have Red Eyes Fusion stuck in your hand or in the materials. Very essential in the deck. For this version, we just run 1, because we're not really worried about drawing our deck. Only combo off. 1 copy of Vertebrate Plant Anaconda. Yes, the Great Orochi Maru is here to mimic the effect of Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. Just like he keeps dodging the leaf, or he keeps dodging death, he keeps dodging the badness. I'm just kidding. Anyways, I'm not sure if I can say that on YouTube. Sorry, YouTube. Anyways, 1 copy of Crystron Haki Fibrax. For obvious reasons, you could special summon any of your tuners in your hand or deck, especially the picky one, Shien Squire, because he is not a 6 Samurai, unfortunately, he is a Squire. But he still serves his purpose to serve our Lord Great Shogun Shien, Lord and Savior. I'm just kidding. 1 copy of Isolde. We have some mercenaries outside of feudal Japan, but that's fine. Iso does her job at any warrior deck, really. Once they say more. 2 copies of Battle Shogun. This pretty much searches out your gateway or any spell that could generate Bushido counters or any card, really. Let me double check that for you. Yeah, any card. So this could even search for Shin's Daredevil. Who would have thought? You discard 1 card as cost and then you can search. Also, it gains 100 counters for each Bushido counter in the field. So if you could do your loop, this guy gets really strong, like ridiculously strong. 1 copy of Red Dragon Archfiend. How Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss, because you can basically, if you do the loop, you can synchro summon into him, and then you can combo well Great Shogun Shien because he just negates the effect face up on the field, so you can lock out their spells. While you have this one and Shogun Shien now, it's a really good effect. Stops Dark Ruler no more, stops droplets, as long as you change something on top, like a spell on top of Forbidden Droplets or Dark Ruler no more or a trap, and then you could just negate it basically. Very good card. Well, that's if they don't send a spell for Forbidden Droplets, but we'll see, right? Anyways, you'll see my side and you'll see the scenario where that's not bad either, basically. Okay, 1 copy of Chaos Ruler, the Chaotic Magical Dragon. That's kidding. I just love saying the full name. Anyways, he's just there for generic synchro. You don't really use the effect when link summon because you don't have too many Light and Dark Six Samurais anyways, and you mainly just need him for a body, and if you do get your board broken, then you can just special summon him from the graveyard. Very good effect. Warlord Savage Dragon, just to add to the generic negators, and sometimes you either choose him or Shien or Naturia Beast, however you prefer. Either way, they're all good generic negators. You run 1 copy of Nat Beast because no one likes spells, basically. Well, this deck is really good at negating spells, basically, and traps, depending. And that's where Shien comes in. Legendary 6 Samurai Shien to wrap up the extra deck. Dark Bride basically once per turn, and with the 6 Samurais, if he's about to be destroyed in any way, you could destroy 6 Samurai instead. That rarely comes up, but it's a beautiful combo piece. And it's what's called a replacement effect, so it doesn't technically activate, so they can negate that effect to save himself. So that'll be it for the extra deck. Let's go to the side deck really quick, just for you guys. Okay, so side rerun. Starting with the monsters, 2 copies of Nibiru. We all know what this does by now. You throw a rock at your opponent's combos. It's a big rock. Just kidding. Then, the secret weapon. Well, it's not a secret now, but 2 copies of Amazon Archer. I like siding this when I go first, when I know for sure. Sometimes I just side out the Dragoon engine, and then I side into this. If you could get the combo going, and then somehow get this in your hand, or bust it out of a sword, you could just keep on shooting the opponent by attributing 2 monsters on your field. And with 6 Samurai, you have plenty of monsters to attribute. Very good FTK if you really don't like the opponent, or if you really just want to win, basically. Just kidding. But anyways, she's there. It's my personal tech. So you could do the FTK if you want, if you know for sure you're going first. 1 copy of Called by the Grave. We all know why that's there. Hand traps ruin our day, even if it's not Nibiru. Even though the deck could take hand traps like a boss, you still want to make sure that they get some help. I only sided because not everyone runs hand traps, especially here in Guam. Yeah, here in Guam we're a little bit more creative, if I may say so myself. Okay, 1 copy of Harvey's Feather Duster. It destroys all spells and traps the opponent controls. Simple as that. 2 copies of Lightning Storm. Yes, I got my copies thanks to my brother. Thank you very much. It also destroys all spells and traps the opponent controls. Also, if you want to, instead you could destroy all attack position monsters your opponent controls. Simple as that. And you can only activate one copy of this once per turn. Just to nerf it, but still strong. 2 copies of Cosmic Cyclone. Banish spell and trap by paying 1,000 life points as cost. Simple as that. Period order. Negate all face-up spells and traps on the field. This is pretty much your out to Forbidden Droplet or Dark Ruler no more. It's there just in case. If you just need that extra trap. If you don't want to do the Archphenom loop. Anyways, Solemn Judgment. Your only counter trap in this deck. And then the side Just pay half your life points to negate anything except for like a spell effect or a monster effect that is already on the field. That's what Solemn Strike is for. And a trap effect. Well, you know what I mean. Yeah, so that will be it for the side, and that'll be it for the Six Samurai update. I hope you guys enjoy. I'll probably, if you guys want, I'll probably do an updated tutorial for both the FTK and the Dragoon engine. And they're both in here, so you're good either way. Maybe I'll make an Exodia engine, you never know. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. You are all awesome. Thank you for all the following, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. See you around, guys.